Hi guys, Richkingretro here, back with another pickups video for last weekend's car boot. So basically, I was going to go car booting, but with the nice weather it was really sunny in Cornwall on Saturday, and it started to drizzle sort of little bit in the evening, and I was pretty knackered by like 9 o'clock after work, so I thought I might as well go to bed, get up, set the alarm for 5:30, go out and basically do a couple of car boots. So I got up at 5:38. Actually went to a different place. Lately my car boots have sort of just been to like all the indoor, sort of like all weather ones. But this time I actually went up Plymouth where basically all the car boots have been going for the last 10, 15 years. And haven't been up there literally all winter. So you sort of need to get it back in the routine. Get up early. I live in a different place now, so before I used to get up at like I think it was 5:35, and then I used to always make sure I got to the Tamar Bridge by like 6 o'clock, because it takes 12 minutes to get to the car boot from there. So so I got up really early. It was a bit cloudy in the morning, so I was like, it's like, do I go, do I not go? And I thought, sod it, obviously it's half term. Everyone wants money for the summer, school holidays, obviously, for the Easter holidays and everything. So I thought it's a good opportunity to go. I would have left it till next week. But obviously, because I'm in a different location and I'm not quite sure which car boots are still on anymore, because there's always one car boot which has been there for 10, 15 years. But every year, just like most areas, some car boots, they change their times. Some car boots just change locations from one side of the town to the other, or one city to the other side of the city. So so I went to Stonehouse first. I've been going there for like 10, 15 years. And before, I think last year, it normally starts at 6:30, but for some reason it started about 10 to 7. So not quite sure why. Queued up for ages. Luckily I got there just dead on time. I always seem to get there exactly the same position in the queue. So and literally after 5 minutes the queue was double in length. So just walked around for a bit. I've been doing one of my out and about videos. I should have deleted some of my memory on my spy cameras, because I didn't like take half of the stuff I actually picked up. So I'm trying to think, what did I get first? So I just walked around. I was bloody knackered, man. It's not used to getting up early, that early in the morning. So I need to get my car boot stamina up. But so I walked around for a bit. Still the same guys, just like going after all the games. I didn't see anyone new, to be honest. It was quite quiet. It used to be really busy there years ago, really busy. But for some reason, it was only like half a car boot like it normally is. Some of the other car boots haven't started yet, so I thought that would have been a bit busier. But sort of like the first few cars, we'll just walk around. Some of the traders that used to be there over the last couple of years, they're no longer there sort of like selling stuff, but there's just other traders sort of replaced them. But still the same guys going after the games. And normally I don't go for this, but I had it as a kid. I've actually got it in the garage at the moment, but I didn't have a box for it. I think I'm missing some pieces, so I actually picked up some Lego. I picked up this for £5. I think this is late 80s, early 90s. And I remember having this literally as a kid, and I've got most of it already. So I picked it up for £5. Does the front open? Yeah. So there it is. Luckily, I guess it's just extra pieces. I've already got a few of these boxed of all the Robin Hood ones as well. So I thought I may as well pick that up. There's a few guys hovering behind me. Obviously, the Lego guys that normally go for the Lego and the Playmobil. And they're sort of just hovering behind me, waiting for me to basically put it down or not to buy it. And so I would have literally paid £2 or £3 for it, but she's like, how much do you want for it? And I'm like, I'll give you £5. And she's like, okay. So there was quite a few people behind me. Sometimes you spend a bit more. So I just got that, walked around, I took that back to the car, walked around a bit, and it wasn't much. It was doing my head in. Walking around aimlessly for about an hour and a half, and then I just saw this box, basically a box of like PS1 trash, really. I thought, but you saw when you see a PS1 symbol, I thought, sod it. So I think I got this for, I think it was £1 actually. It's just random manuals, random manuals. Batterina Crescendo, Total Drive, I think it's like the game and like the manual. Street Racer, manual. And there's a couple of Game Boy, just like flat boxes. So I got Rayman, which actually got the cartridge, but I needed the game. Star Wars. Just the front inlay for Oddworld's Odyssey. Crash Bandicoot and like Spyro 2 in 1. I actually got the games separate, so I sort of with the box. Bit squashed, but complete. and also the manual as well. There's a few like Crash and Spyro, just like the sort of Supers pack or whatever they're called. There's a couple of them. Jake 2 Renegade is a manual for the PS2. And Steven Gerrard's 2002 Soccer. Didn't even know he did a game actually. I always thought it was Michael Owen and Ronaldo's v Football. But yeah, so just that. That was just a quid. The woman didn't have any change. I offered her 50p like for it, and she's like, oh, I haven't got any change. So I walked around for a bit, then took back and picked up an extra couple of random crap. And yeah, I just got them for a quid. Not really, just basically trash, but I'll be able to sort of like complete some of them. Also, just like walking around the car boot, someone had the McDonald's toys. The Donkey Kong. So I've got a spare Donkey Kong at the moment. I need the first 2 Marios. The one when he's like, roar, and the one when he's coming up the pipe. So they're the ones I need. So yeah, so she gave me this for free, I think, or did I pay? Oh, I think she gave this for free because I came free with a Happy Meal. So I think they actually literally got that the night before. Yeah, so walked around a bit and was basically it was pretty rubbish actually. It's probably one of the worst sort of like car boots I've sort of been to there, where it's just like there was quite a lot of buyers, but normally there's loads of sellers as well, so there's enough to go around. There's enough for literally all the traders, basically all the lizards, to spend literally 10 to £25 each and all come home happy. But now literally there's not enough, to be honest, there's not enough sellers. And it's getting, you guys might notice going to the car boots, there's obviously more people buying, but there's more of us collectors as well. Even YouTube over the last, I would say, year or so, there's so many more YouTubers who started, and now they've got like 250, 300 like subs, and they're all doing like YouTube videos like me and a couple of the other guys who've been doing it for 3 or 4 years. They're all starting their new channels, and they're all going after it, and it's sort of slowly spreading. There's so many more channels, but because there's more channels, there's more people buying. But obviously, soon the stock is going to run out. So soon, all of us on Facebook, the collectors, the retro game collectors, the YouTube community, the retro collect community. There's only so many games to go around, and soon it's just going to literally all the games are slowly going to dry up. So at the moment, the only games that sort of like coming sort of on the market are just shitloads of DS games. That's all I see is shitloads of DS games. So I picked up some DS games. I think I paid £8 for these. To be honest, I have no interest in 3 of them. One of them is, we definitely have in my collection. So it's Sonic Rush Adventure. And there's a couple Professor Layton's. Yeah, Professor Layton and whatever it is. So I normally just buy them just to trade with game shops. I don't even see if there's any points in them yet. Oh, points not used, thank you very much. Points not used, thank you very much. I didn't even check the points. So hopefully some of them, I can imagine, because there's like Professor Layton, I don't know, 15, whatever you call it, that some of them might not actually work with the points. That one, no points. Over there, it just like fell on the floor. And that one's no points. So yeah, at least I got a couple of points out of them. So literally just buy them for the points, and then I'll be able to trade them on or sell them on, really. So yeah, so I literally just walked around, and all the traders and all the lizards, they didn't have anything either. So it was pretty rubbish. And then a woman brought out a Gamecube. I was like, oh come on, fucking Gamecube, get in. And she just had a box black Gamecube, and she wanted £25 for it. I'm like, oh god, I'd open it. Sometimes with Gamecubes, people just put the games in. So if you do see a Gamecube at a car boot, literally just always open the box. But for some reason, every time I see a Gamecube, people always shove the games in. I remember when I went to Play Expo in Manchester. I went to a car boot 2 years ago, the very first one. I went to a car boot just south of Manchester, and this woman brought out like a Gamecube, and this guy, and she literally about to give me the games, and this bloody big Arab lizard guy literally just picked up all the games. I was like, for fuck's sake, and it had like the Marios, the Zeldas. I was like pretty pissed off because I was going to buy them all. So he left and took the games. And then when I opened the Gamecube, we had like Tales of Symphoria, what's called Symphoria, and Legend of Zelda, the one with like the Mario Kart, and yeah, I think we had Mario Kart and the Zelda disc and Legend of Zelda Wind Waker actually in the box. So while he got like one of the other Zeldas. I think he actually got Twilight Princess actually. Yeah, he got Twilight Princess. And yeah, a couple of other games which I was like, damn, I could have maybe used for my collection. because they were like better cases and stuff. But he was seemed happy. But then soon I opened the box, they were actually in there. So if you do see a Wii, always look at the box of the Wii, and also open the GameCube as well. Because out of all the consoles, for some reason, people always leave Mario Kart Double Dash actually in the console. But yeah, I didn't pick it up because it was £25. She did have one game with it, and I think I offered her £3 for it actually, because she wanted like £25. I thought she was offering £25 for the game and the actual game as well. So I thought, right, if I offer her £3 for it, that'd be worth it. And it's Super Smash Football. Bit dusty. But yeah, disc in good condition as well. So yeah, I've actually got this one, I think. Oh, shame you can't. Oh, it's even got the fucking points. Oh, I can't get away with using points, can I? Fucking GameCube days. Yeah, so I've already got it. I'm trying to think. Yep, it's already there. And I got the points from that one as well. So yeah, so this is spare for trade. If anyone's got the bloody McDonald's toys Mario, the 2 Mario ones, I'll happily post this to you, because I need the 2 Marios. I'm trying to think. And that was about it from that car boot. Yeah, that was it from that car boot. So yeah, so obviously I know who's caught with the trade is, so I was asking, you know, what car boots are still around these days in the local area. And there's one of them which is at Peacock Meadow. Last year, loads of people complain. It starts at 9 o'clock. It normally starts at 9 o'clock, and it's in a little communal ground, and it's by loads of houses, and all the bloody locals just always complain every year. It always starts at the beginning of the year, but by the time it gets to like end of May, they always complain, and they all have to move it to like another location. But they've got like the communal ground, but also there's out back, there's kind of little like foresty area, and if the car boot goes in the little foresty area, they start it like early. So I left left Stonehouse, the car boot. It must have been about 7:30, so earlier than normal. But I knew if I get a Peacock Meadow about 8 o'clock, it would start. And then I saw 2 or 3 tables, so I walked up, and this woman came along and said, "No, nothing's for sale at the moment. Move along." There's some like PS2 games and like an SP with some games, and we weren't allowed to buy it. And then obviously, where like the barrier is, always have a barrier, because they normally blow a horn and you just like run. And where the barrier, there's like 10 lizards there already. All there moaning that they couldn't buy the SP. So that was quite funny. And yeah, so they're for some reason, their tables there, they were just like, for the people, all the stewards and that, all the people helped out for the car boots. They just do their own little car boots, so they're like fucking. They sort of help run it, but then they set up their own little car boots. They help all the cars come in, and then they just go and draw their fucking tables. But they said it will start at 9 o'clock. I'm thinking, fucking hell, I've got an hour to go. And some of the guys, we literally looked at each other and thinking, nah, it's literally going to start in a minute. Oh, normally we'd go in the car for a nap, but we knew it would start in a minute. And yeah, they let all the cars in, just like in the little foresty area where there's not many houses there, so they don't mind starting that bit early. So yeah, and then they're like, go on, go for it. And then one guy said go for it. We were like ran forward, and then like the main one was like, no, get back. So we like go be out the back behind the line. We're like, for fuck's sake, this is ridiculous. Just let us buy stuff. So yeah, so we're finally able to fucking go. She said about 5 minutes later, go. She just lost the power, I guess. So we all just like ran around like fucking headless chickens like we normally do. And I came across some PS1 games. Or did I? I'm trying to think. Where did I get the PS? Just trying to think where I got some of the stuff from. Yeah, I came across some Wii games. Some people already set up the tables, because after like they let people in. Normally let the cards in at 8, and then 8:30. Yeah, they normally let the cards in at 8 o'clock, and then they put out the table. And normally at 8:30 they go blow like one little horn, and then they can put the stuff on the tables. And then at 9 they let us blow another horn, and we all just run in like crazy people. But yeah, so some people they were allowed in at 8. So they had already set up basically their table, and then they let us all in, so people were still unpacking at the back. But I was able to pick up Link's crossbow training, which I'm actually I'm actually missing from my Zelda collection. I saw someone post on Facebook, with the Facebook game trade group, their Zelda collection. I'm thinking, he was like, oh, I got a massive Zelda collection. I'm thinking, man, mine's like double the size of yours. And literally just like picked out every Zelda game from my collection, thinking, my god, didn't realise how many I had. But obviously I'm also missing some. So yeah, here's Link's crossbow. Definitely missing that one. No points. And also picked up this for a £5. oh, so have you got any games? They're like, can you come back in a minute? And you're like, oh, for God's sake, you can actually see the fucking Wii and all the games. Come back in a minute, we'll get it out in a minute. So literally I'm thinking, oh, for fuck's sake. So I thought, sod it. I thought, sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. So I just walked around and I saw them put the fucking Wii out, and someone else came along and bought the Wii, some other Wii games. I was like, fuck's sake, maybe I should have stayed. Maybe picked up some of the Wii games. But then the little kid was just round the corner, and this must have slipped down the back, and he pulled this out, and I was thinking, oh my god, yep, I could do that for my collection. And it's Super Mario Brothers, or New Super Mario Brothers for the Wii. I paid £5 for it. It's even got the points as well. Okay, I think I'll be keeping the points. I always forget about the bloody points. So yeah, I just have this for my Mario collection. I don't actually own a Wii, so I've got about 15 Wii games, but I don't actually own a Wii. So I just made it just collecting. I've no interest in buying a Wii, but I soon will do. Because they're quite cheap at the moment. Yeah, so I paid £5. I don't know if this. Well, I don't know when it came out actually. Assembled in Germany. 2009. Fucking hell, it's like 5 years old. So I can't imagine it goes for that much. It was 5 years old. But yeah, so happy to get that from my collection. Yeah, basically ran around like headless chickens again. There wasn't much. It was half the size of the car boot, like as normal for some reason. Literally, I guess everyone was just going on eBay and Gumtree. Gumtree seems to be taking off in the area, really good. Everyone just listed on Gumtree for free, and it's just easier instead of packing the car up and going car boot. It's just easier for people to come to them, I guess. So yeah, so Gumtree's like sort of taking quite a lot of the car boot stuff. Yeah, I walked around and there wasn't exactly much around. So yeah, so I thought, fuck it, this car boot is shit. And I went to Central Park, which is in the centre of Plymouth, by the Plymouth Argyle Stadium. And that's another car boot that normally, it used to start in the morning, basically last year it used to start in the morning about 7 o'clock, and then they moved it to like 11 o'clock. And they got this basically like cordoned off area, basically out back of the Plymouth Argyle Stadium. And they let cars in, but they don't let anybody else in, but all the bloody traders, because it's like the last car boot of the day, they take their stuff and they sell there, so they can actually walk around and buy stuff in there, and you're like, for fuck's sake, let us in. But it's really weird, because if they fill up that area, the only way with the rest of the cars is outside the Plymouth Argyle like stadium, so it goes round the stadium. And because it's like a public area, they can't stop people buying, so soon as when the back bit fills up, and then goes on to like just outside the stadium, that's when they have to sort of like start the car boot then. So sometimes you can go there, and if the inside isn't filled up, he starts at 11. But if it is like a really busy day and it is bloody filled up and they do it on the outside, it starts at like fucking 9 o'clock, so you don't know literally what time the car boot starts, which is really annoying. So yeah, so I went there, and for some reason, because there was a fair there, yeah, they had bloody one of those kind of bloody gypsy fairs, that was actually inside the cordon bit off. So literally sellers could queue up from like literally 8 o'clock. So they were just on the outside of fucking Plymouth Argyle already, and I've completely forgotten the fair was there, because somebody mentioned the fair was on. And so yeah, you were able to buy stuff at like 8 o'clock, so that's probably where half the people were already. That's why the other two car boots were only half full, because they sort of went there, and they was able to sell literally like just at 8 o'clock instead of waiting until 11 o'clock, which was really annoying. So I got there probably about 9 o'clock, and there wasn't many people walking around, so I thought, yeah, you can see loads of sellers, there's not many people walking around, I can't see all the lizards because most of us were all fucking the other car boot, so I thought I'd leave that one early, and walked around, and there was literally nothing there at all. It was doing my head in, there was nothing. I'm like, oh my god, see all the tables. And because it obviously was busy, they filled up the whole, because it didn't have the other bit that was cordoned off, or the other bit had bloody the gypsy fair and everything, the outback bit, well, they normally would all probably could fit about 30 cars out back. They only had the outside, and so when the outside filled up, they were just turning cars away for fun. They must have turned away about 30 to 40 cars. Even when they got at 9, the whole thing was filled up already. When even, it says advertising saying sellers can queue up from sellers can queue up from like 9, and then buyers can buy at like 11. So there's still cars coming in at like 10 o'clock, half 10. But they were turning away, so they're too busy. And I think that's where half of them probably went back to Peacock Meadow. They probably all went back to Peacock Meadow because I heard the guy saying, oh, there's one down in Peacock Meadow in Plimpton, so you can go down there because that's on. But I didn't go back there. So yeah, I walked around, there wasn't anything. There was one guy, I would say, basically all us went to fucking Peacock Meadow, and he was like the only person who went there, and he was walking around with all the Lego, the Playmobil, so he had a good haul. So yeah, I picked up a couple of PS1 games. I've actually got them all, but they're for trade, and I think I paid £2 for this lot. So yeah, it was Croc, Legend of the Gobos. Croc 2, not Legend of the Gobos. A Bugsy 3D. Fucking shit. To be honest, this is a game that I've hardly ever played, and it's a 1 and 2 player, so I think me and my mate might give this a go and see how bad it is. I don't think I played it for years. 97, yeah, good. I remember it coming out. I think I just played it on one of the PlayStation demo stands actually, and thought this is the shittest game ever. So yeah, they're just good little trade fodder. I think my local retro game shop sells Bugsy for like £10, so I might get £4 or £5 for it just to trade in and take all their trash. Look, give them all my trash and just take all their good stuff. Yeah, so yeah, basically after that I just I started to drive home, and I realised another car boot on the way home was on. I popped into there, and once again that was rubbish. So I had no pickups at all. I thought, oh, that bloody car boot's on. But that starts at like 7:30, that's near where I live. And I completely forgot it was on, and yeah, it's normally rubbish. It's just in a little like cafe car park, and that's normally shit, but because I don't get there early, it might be good. But yeah, because I go up to Plymouth and do the 3 or 4 car boots, my car boot retro road trip. And that was about it. Oh no, I forgot. I also picked up some from the first car boot actually. Picked up some Pokemon cards and Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So I've got like random tins coming out for fun. Yu-Gi-Oh map. I'm trying to think if I got them from the same seller, or did I get... Yeah, I think I got them from the same guy. I think he was Irish. So there's a little collectible shop where I live, and he knows about Pokemon cards. I wasn't even into Pokemon cards, so I might be able to just swap them for some like Mario figures actually in this shop. Oh, there's one more thing. I'll be back. Man, so done this one. I also picked up this. I was leaving one of the car boots, and this was fucking there. So I've got a Pikachu version. And yeah, they're like really annoying. I think I paid a couple of £1 for this. It's one of those ones where you sort of like, you go in front of it, and for some reason every time the light changes actually in my like living room, my Pikachu one goes off. And I put this one up there as well, and this one was fucking going off. Look, fucking, I'm not impressing anything. But then I realised at the bottom it says try me, offer on, so I can actually do try me where you can only press a button. And there's a few of these, so I might start collecting them actually. I think there's a Squirtle and a Charizard one. So yeah, so that's quite random. Yeah, it's a sort of slim pickings. Yeah, I guess Super Mario Brothers I'll keep. A couple other games I can just like get rid of just to basically just cover my petrol and that. But it's just a good day out, to be honest. Good day out. Went to McDonald's and they only had like Donkey Kong. I think I went to 2 actually. McDonald's on the way home. Yeah, they only had Donkey Kong, which I've already got two versions of. I think there's one up there. So yeah, the car boots are just getting scarcer and scarcer, or just the finds. I think it's just getting, I don't know, there's not enough stock out there anymore. There's not enough stock. I don't even see any of like the lizards, the traders. I don't see them walking around with loads of stuff as well. So everyone says, oh, it's getting harder to find because more people are going for it. But in the end, I think there's not going to be enough stock to go around. It's just going to be rare to find stuff. 2008, when the crash happened, obviously the recession, everyone just literally cleared out their lofts. They either moved home to downsize, or they moved home because they literally couldn't afford there to live anymore. And everyone just cleared out the places. So 2008, 2009, when people lost their jobs, they had to sell stuff to pay their bills. They were just selling anything. But now, sort of the economy's picking up, they say it is anyway. But yeah, it's getting harder to find. People just put stuff on eBay and Gumtree now. And it's just getting harder. It's just getting scarcer. I remember I used to go to the car boot. The first car boot used to be like well busy. The whole area used to be packed, and you used to just go out on the side of the road and stuff. But now it's hardly even a third full anymore. No, there's no extra car boots like open, so it's not like they're going to like a different car boot. But yeah, I guess it is early in the season. Next weekend, it's Easter Sunday, so that should be good. There is 2 car boots that are only on Easter Sunday each year. So normally the other places are even more quieter. So that's why I was asking around, saying, is there any more car boots? Is there like different car boots? They're like, no. I go, how come it's not busy here anymore? So yeah, so there's like one in Lee Mill. Yeah, that's a good one. But that starts like the same time as Stonehouse, so you can either basically go right or go left. So which one do you go for? So yeah, so hopefully have a good car boot next weekend. Yeah, cheers guys. Please like and share. Please feel free to comment if you've got any of these guys. They are annoying, but it's just another little thing I would like to collect. Jigglypuff is number 39, so something tells me this isn't 39 of them, I can't imagine. And when I look for them, and I can only find Charmander. So that's the only one I can find. But yeah, Croc2, Bugsy 3D, if anyone wants to trade. I just need the McDonald's toys. Mario. Both Marios. I got the Mario with the gold coin. Got Luigi. Got Yoshi. Yeah. So yeah, cheers guys. I thought we'd do it standing up this time. I'm normally sitting down, but I thought we'd do it standing up. I always see people standing up, so it's good to change it around. So yeah, so I might do a couple more little random videos. Me and my mate Dale, we've been literally, there's like so many games in my collection I haven't played. Mainly like girly games, absolutely shit games. So there's a few times where we might just like film us just playing the shittest game ever and just doing crap commentary, commentating on it. But yeah, we played one game which was quite funny actually. I enjoyed it. It was fucking hilarious actually. Fucking hilarious. It's fucking Mary Kate and Ashley for the PS1, and it was so funny. Just so random. But yeah, I think I just watched back the video we made, and I was literally just pissing myself laughing at us. So I don't know if I'm finding it funny because it was funny, or just funny because we're just dicks. So so I'll be doing a couple more videos. So cheers guys.